and at not getting caught off guard, and at knowing what it is he wants to do, where he wants to be. So yeah, we'll see what the differences are between his style of Luke and Torpon's style of Luke as we head in now in the Grand Finals.
I like the idea. That's one way to stop the Mummy Drill. Try to get maybe a Flash Knuckle. I will say, if you happen to catch Menat airborne with the back roundhouse and do the Fujimura combo with like charge Flash Knuckle, charge Flash Knuckle.
Oh man, I've seen that.
I would love to see that kind of happen again.
Well, that was one thing right there. Well, I guess two things, right? The one thing you were just talking about, but also that he checked, in fact, DP'd the dive kick, like right away. No hesitation at all.
You see what I'm saying with the control here? Outside of fierce range, if you eat a slide from that range, it's going to be just fine, I think. You're stuffing the orb from even activating.
Yeah, that said, he's been put all the way into the corner, which is not ideal. Down in life. Rikemansbarnet's going to take it. So, you're right.
Scratch that strategy,
well,
David.
I don't know. I guess we'll see. Again, Phenom always comes in with a strategy, and it was working pretty well for the first half of it. Unfortunately, at the end, it didn't. So, yeah, maybe he makes a change. We'll see.
I wonder if that was an anticipation for maybe like a round start slide from Rikemans. Like Phenom just walking up within that range. Oh! A little short on the Sandblaster. That was a jab version.
That was too close.
But Rikemans, how? Oh!
Yeah, Phenom walked out of it.
Jesus! What?
It's really made Menat pay.
Oh no, it's still active. That was a medium kick that got stuffed out from Phenom.
That crush actually gave Rikemans trigger.
And the space. Look at this. Oh boy, we didn't get a punish.
I don't think Rikemans thought that was going to come up. Yeah, he didn't let the orbs rip. He wasn't looking for the safety cover.
That's totally fine for Phenom.
Oh,
Look at the trade-off in damage.
Absolutely. We saw how he was able to do that last time. All right, except working Phenom. Or out Phenom. We saw that he did that through a Sandblaster last time. This time he got baited by I'm not sure what, to be honest.
You know, we talked about intuition and reads. Sometimes one takes over the other and you kind of act on it impulsively and it's just not in your favor.
It could also be that you're like pumping the motion and, you know, you could accidentally press the old button. Happens sometimes too.
I blame the gamer fingers, man.
The fingers!
The way you said it really got me. It's like replaying in my head, like the way you say, no, the fingers. Okay, back to the strategy. Oh boy, yeah, outside of the range, no, still within the fierce range. That's a lot of damage incoming. Double, triple, quadruple flash stuff technically.
8 into nothing though. And Phenom's back jump right there was key in not allowing Rikemans to set anything up.
Oh! I love the air-to-air exchange for Rikemans, and I love the V-reversal more from Phenom.
On the approach. To the other side. Phenom is taking some damage here. Rikemans has 2 left. But the grab! But you're not going to get touched if you're in the grab animation.
And that was a very, very shallow dive kick, actually.
That's too close, I would say, to be able to react. Okay.
Uppercut! Would have been it.
Yeah.
And Barrick, you can't walk and block that. That's too difficult.
So hard. Yes, and especially to be able to super on reaction. Very, very difficult. So, okay, there's Phenom. That's the kind of stuff he wants to do. His defense was great. He gave some different looks in terms of how to deal with the trigger. He jumped back out of the orb one time when it could have, if he had touched it, turned into offense for Menat. Did a great job at staying outside of her ranges pretty consistently.
Going back into it, all tied up one apiece. No, I'm sorry, it was 1-0. Rikemans looked like he was in full control, actually.
At the beginning,
to the point where I thought he had already gotten the game, but in fact, it was Phenom making the big comeback. Oh, doesn't even get a chance to recall it. That's what I like to see, throwing out the Sandblasters in moments where Rikemans wants to recall that orb. You get so much free damage off of that. That was like, what, 2, 3 Sandblasters? Look at that. He'll take that exchange 9 times out of 10 in terms of the damage and the meter that's built. So good for Phenom. Gives you more ammo for the Flash Knuckle.
Hey.
Oh boy.
Gonna see a reset of some kind here. Oh, I think I don't think that was it. I think that was the intended combo still. Phenom knows that like anything's gonna do it. All he needs is any medium. Oh boy.
Yeesh.
Oh boy.
And that's tough if you're Rikemans. I think the initial thought was maybe like drill
Right.
I'd imagine.
But just couldn't survive anything. So Phenom again with the hit. He's got the corner yet again. Okay.
No whiff punish on that.
Phenom has just navigated everything. To be fair, Rikemansbarnet doing the same, but Phenom is outside of the ranges that Torfon was playing pretty often.
That's so smart. Phenom covering the tracks against Rikemansbarnet. As soon as that orb is out, and there's going to be so much trouble for Rikemans to have to recall, but no, you don't get to recall for free.
Yeah.
Not at all. And Phenom capitalizes on that 2-0. Again, we're talking about the bob and weave situations you had briefly mentioned. Can we talk about also his active defense? As soon as the orb is out, Rikemans had tried to steal turns dashing up, or at least throwing out some of these normals. A lot of the damage that has come in after the recall, or sorry, after the orb has been thrown out, he's been throwing out some of his mediums as a counter-poking tool. He understands when he can actually counter-poke against Phenom. I think that's what a lot of these players in general were missing. Not even
He's
just
nailing it, no doubt.
Are we going to see a 3-0 shutout? I'd be very surprised. Not to say it's out of the realm of possibility, because it's Phenom after all.
Absolutely. Look how often Phenom is outside of her. He's just at the right spot. Like, what can you say?
Good.
He's just at the right spot.
He's actually so good. He's a different level right now. Same, but different level, I should say.
he walked backwards right there. What a genius. This guy.
It's so interesting to see the back and forth and just like the decision making between both. I'm certainly perplexed as to how Phenom knows. I mean, like, I'm not too perplexed. The call-outs with the Sandblast, stopping the orb over and over again, is so good. Oh boy, the first big mistake, but not. Now gets to punish severely. Rikemansbarnet, you have to go for a reset, right? You have 4 orbs left. Yep, the reset's there. The block's there, though, from Phenom. It's going to be more than enough for Rikemans to finish it off, and I love that. I love that a lot. Capitalizing on some of the big mistakes. Is this going to be the turnaround, though? Is this going to be a repeat of last year's CPT? Setting itself up.
Very difficult to do at this point. Way outside of range.
Just a bit outside.
Phenom even outside of that stand fierce. He's like in a range where like he's not going to get hit by stand fierce or the orb as it goes out.
Yeah.
And yet where he can harass with his own Sandblaster and also can walk up very quickly for things like crouching medium kick, crouching strong.
Trying to catch the delayed buttons overhead. Gonna get backed up with a recall. Gives Phenom a chance to deliver the pain.
Consider it delivered. Into the corner. Rikemans has super. Phenom hunting.
He's back, man. He's looking for tip. After the delivery, he's definitely looking for his tip. You were going to go for 10%? No, I need at least 15.
That would caught at the end of a backdash right there. Rikemans was not going to do a V-shift or anything. The trigger was his only salvation. He knew that. Phenom knew that.
Looking at tournament point now. Phenom off to a pretty big change in regards to what happened last CPT. Rikemansbarnet does have the meter advantage as well, though.
So consistently as Phenom at the right spot. He walks backwards a lot of the time. But then, as you need to not get cornered, he also walks forward at just the right times a lot of this situation as well. And navigating that little spot is just not at all easy. But he's doing it.
Out of there. Shift break, finding success in that. Now it's Rikemans. Or fly out, a chance to V-skill up. It's so intense. It's actually super intense. You can see the cat and mouse range.
Yeah, no doubt.
Plus.
No risks taken. Okay, that again gave the trigger. There's Rikemans moving. One of the empty jump low, but Phenom was so ready.
Plus frames, now you gotta hold this. Oh, I was going to say, if there's negative edge from the side of Rikemans, I think there's a way to get an opening or at least a defensive option. That's going to be more than enough. Don't drop it, Rikemans. Yes, sir, on the board. Uh-oh. Are we seeing shades of CPT's pass between these two? The first game on the board after a huge detriment. Still at a huge detriment now, I think. But
yeah,
from match point to the full recovery, or at least another chance at life, this is going to be pretty intense.
And it's coming without Phenom like getting got very often. It's not like Phenom all of a sudden played badly. Phenom was still at the right range a lot of the times. He was still ready for a lot of the offensive choices by Rikemansbarnet. He was still ready for a lot of the zoning intentions out of Rikemansbarnet. So it's a very, very hard fought battle for him to make this happen. Not going to be some easy giveaway.
Look at the amount of sandblasters per minute, by the way. It's been pretty critical. The amount of meter built up, the amount of damage you're getting.
Yeah.
You know it. Ooh, that's not going to be...
Uh-oh! Oh! The damage in the stun.
Bro? Yeah, he knew it.
That was the big risk. A throw would have done it. A hit would have done it. Tough position to be in. And again, as Minot, you do not want to spend the V-meter if you can help it, especially right there. So Phenom again goes up to tournament point.
It was a very Luke round, if you ask me. There was a lot of whiff punishes, a lot of big confirmed. Now it's going to be Luke again, force Minot into this corner. What does Rikemans have on defense? He's been stellar with defense all across the board since his loser's run, but now it's a different beast. It's a different Phenom. No, sir. I can't get out. That was hella medium shoulder.
Yeah. Oh! Rikemans in big trouble. The activation, the trigger is going to have to be what does it. From the front, that's not where Phenom was looking. From the jump in, Phenom was patient on the reset. Very good defense. After that initial hit, he weathered the storm well.
Oh! We're getting closer and closer. One confirm from Phenom could pretty much seal the deal. Oh, that could have been it.
He needs more, though. He's not going to kill on this. Yeah, Phenom's out. Rikemans would love to find that super. You know he's looking for it. Phenom knows he's looking for it.
So close.
Phenom backed off. 38 on the clock. He will hang out. Oh, one more time. Okay, Rikemans finds the hit.
Tell me it's enough, David. It's not!
It's not enough by pixels. It's not enough. And terrifying situation now. Great goodness, the man went in for V-reversal with Minot, and Phenom was ready for that of all things. He was ready for that. Phenom takes CPT in the Nordic and Baltic region and has qualified for Capcom Cup.
I get it. I totally understand.
Was the idea like Sandblaster, the read,
yes.
Sandblaster into Thermobaric?
1,000% it was.
Would have been super sick, but
you would have
wow.
gotten a big punish.
But Phenom was ready.
I feel like even then,
you
only needed a single touch on Phenom, right? I think,
yeah, it was close.
I think blocking one thermal, or sorry, V-reversal and one Thermobaric would have been good enough. If I play that back correctly in my head, I think you would be able to recover in time to catch the rest of the Thermobaric.
Yeah, I mean, if the read that Rikemansbarnet had was correct, yeah, I think
even without it, so you throw out a Sandblaster and cancel the Thermobaric, sure, it's a punish for sure.
Yeah, okay.
But I think just Thermobaric straight up, like Thermobaric, well, you block the first one, you go past it, I think you're going to recover in time. But
okay.
That's been like the biggest weakness of that V trigger. But I gotta say,
this ending here,
right
by pixels the character lived.
Look at this.
And then
Thermobaric. Yeah, you had more.
Right.
Yep.
It was the EX. Absolutely. Wow. What a great job at not overcommitting in a situation like that. Did he know specifically that Rikemansbarnet was going to go for that? We'll ask him, I guess. But even if not, just not taking any risks at all. Just like the most risk-averse choice that would both win and survive in case things go wrong. Shout outs